Hey, 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 it's your girl Monique 69 Ways Johnson. I'm here with my girl Tamika's Den. We are a short one person today, family emergency. Hopefully they'll be back next week. Yes, we are here to talk about Sistas, season 8, episode 8. It's our first reaction, so we came here to give our first thoughts on this here episode. Tamika, what's your overall thoughts of this episode?
Um, it was interesting. It wasn't that bad because we finally got a new day. It only took us 8 days to get here. We got a new day. They had finally washed up and changed their damn clothes.
Okay. About
So
time. I'm like, oof.
yeah, it took us forever just to do that. And I felt like it moved along, even though it wasn't a whole lot that happened in the episode. I felt like it was moving along. We were seeing some things. Of course, y'all know it was things that annoyed me. That's nothing new at all.
Right, and
But
nothing new.
yeah.
I mean, you're not the only one that's annoyed, so I'm annoyed too. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. So yeah, if anyone out there in the live in the chat who watching, have y'all seen episode 8? We know it just went off not too long
Mm-hmm.
ago. If so, please share your thoughts in the chat. We greatly appreciate it. Come chat up with us about this episode. So as you see, let me change the layout. Okay, so there she go.
Yeah, right.
Um,
She was quiet all this time.
right. I'm like, there she go. But yeah, so we see this episode start off with Hudson and what's her name? With the doctor and Penelope. He was
Penelope.
talking to the doctor. He said all the drugs is coming out of his system, and he having a procedure or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take some tests.
Yeah, just.
He's awaiting on some tests. So all the drugs is miraculously coming out his system, and he able
Mm-hmm.
to survive whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
I wish he didn't. But anyway, he talked to the doctor, and as he was talking to the doctor, P is over there in the corner looking like a stalker. And she approached him like all in his business, like about Gary being alive and how
Mm-hmm.
he doing and stuff. And she introduced herself as his fiance. Even the doctor was confused, like,
Right.
I
How
thought
many
you were a nice
fiancés he
lady.
had?
That was funny. The doctor said, "I'm gonna dismiss myself. I got patients anyway." He
Right.
said, "Go check up on other patients."
Yeah,
Ain't
listen,
seeing
I'm
her.
definitely over freaking Penelope, but I wasn't mad at her for going in on Hudson because I don't like his ass either. So then, that part didn't really matter to me. But I was like, Penelope, why are you here if, you supposedly can't stand Gary, don't care nothing about Gary. You was just getting on Andy about it. So I don't
Right.
know. I kind of had a feeling because we've been saying we got to keep our eye on Penelope. I know we'll get to it, but I'm just like, are you checking up, trying to make sure whether he out of here or not? Like I said, what was that? Probably 2 weeks ago, I said I wouldn't be mad at her if she was trying to slip in that room and pull the damn plug on him. I wouldn't be mad at all.
I wouldn't be mad either, but he woke now. Look,
hmm
I'm
And I
like,
also knew for some reason that we was gonna go with the memory loss route. I was not shocked with that at
I
all.
knew it too.
I
Oh,
just thought that when he woke up and saw Andy, that he wasn't gonna like he was gonna be like, "Who are you?" to her. So I had that part wrong.
yes, yes.
What's up, Jerry B?
But you got to remember that Andy is the last woman he saw. He was
Mm-hmm.
with. He's about to get,
Mm-hmm.
married. So Penelope was like a distant thought after he
Right.
kissed her. So, hey, Candy love. Hey, girl.
Hey, Candy.
Wish you was here, but we understand, honey.
Yes.
Hey, Derry B.
What's
Hey,
going
girl.
on? Hey, cuz.
Not
I'm
acting like she
hanging
about
in
that life.
here. Yeah,
That's what I
I'm
said
so
too.
sick of it. Like, girl. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. And then we get another scene with Hudson and Andy. I mean, he just in the hallway just waiting for everybody to come by. So
Hmm.
she finally got her change of clothes, looking refreshed, and he said Gary called you last night and you just not coming here. I'm like, look here, lover, homie lover friend. That's what I call him. Homie lover friend. Look at here. Like, calm down. It's not that deep. She here. Okay.
Right.
A
I was
few
kind of
hours is not
surprised
gonna
by
hurt.
that too, though, because when he called and put Gabby on the phone, I really assumed that Andy would have probably went straight there. The fact she was like, "I had company, I was busy," okay, that kind of
Okay.
tickled me, and then I was glad she slapped the mess out of him.
Yeah, because this time she was speaking up for herself. The other time she was around Hudson, she acting all like dumb, airheaded, like a pushover. Well, she kind of is a pushover, but right here she grew some cojones. But I was proud of her. Yeah, slap him again. Okay,
Exactly.
let's
Hmm.
see. Hey, Lisa Boston, how you doing? Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. Hey, yeah, we are here to talk about episode 8 of Sistas. We giving our first reaction to this hot mess, but entertaining nonetheless. We're gonna make it entertaining regardless, because
Hmm.
whether it's good or bad,
Right. We talking about it,
we talking
child.
about it. Yeah, so yeah, I just didn't like how Hudson energy was towards neither one of them. It's just I'm like they just stuck in this hallway. I was wondering how long they was gonna be stuck in this
Yeah, I'm so
hallway.
tired of him. It's ridiculous.
It's funny, but yeah, so that happened, and then eventually Penelope talking about she left her purse.
Hmm.
And then she came. That's when Andy was there. She's like, "Oh, I
Hmm.
left my purse." I'm like, "How you leave your purse?"
Exactly, girl. But
So you just lay your purse anywhere, girl.
mm-mm.
Okay, if you say so. And she heard that Andy said that Gary was her man, and she's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And you don't you lied to my brother or whatever. Talking about you loved my brother and all that. I was like,
Yeah,
girl,
I'm
we
tired. Of
know.
course, we still got to drag it out and have her come back and Andy explaining herself. And I'm just like, at this point, after what happened at the house, I wouldn't be explaining myself. It would be no more conversations. Think what you gonna think, because you're gonna think that anyway. Like, what are we talking
Look,
about?
she would have got slapped. She would have been the
Right,
next person that got slapped.
right.
Okay,
Mm-mm.
sure. Have that side energy for P, because she be on one lately. But I
Exactly.
understand that she went through a lot with Gary. After she found out who he really
Hmm.
is, and then what he did to her, and she lost the baby. I understand that hurt, but it's like misdirect anger with Andy. But
Exactly.
I'm gonna need Andy stop saying, "If you calm down, I can explain. If you calm down, I can
Yeah,
explain."
like it's
I'm like, girl,
nothing you
put that
can
on the shirt.
explain. Right.
She keeps saying that every episode. I be like, girl, just come out with it, okay?
Hmm. Absolutely. Hey, cuz, love you.
Blessings. Uh, Not 1-800. Whoop that Andy.
Yeah, she need to. Like, I'm tired of that.
Yeah,
It's just too much.
yeah, it's just too much. We're gonna put a pin in their situation. Let me see who else is up. Let's talk about. I got talk about what's her name? Danny and her
Oh.
therapist. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get them out the way before we get, because I just want to talk about briefly, because we saw her talk to her therapist, came over to her house,
Mm-hmm.
and how she was saying like she thinks she losing her mind, her man, and stuff like that, and what happened, what Tony did to her, and how they was in a public setting. How she said I was just chilling having lunch with my homegirl. Him and his boy came over and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
just trying to find ways for her, to deal with, I guess, reacting, because Tony, even in my mind, Tony did what he did was cross the line, even like pushing her out, telling her and stuff like that. So in my mind, I think her actions, her reaction was valid. But I just wish it did happen at the job and at the restaurant. They was showing out. So
Yeah, I felt like they was doing too much, and y'all already know. I just feel like her and Tony need to go ahead and separate. But I did appreciate y'all know I'm always gonna go up for therapy, and I'm surprised that they actually keeping continuity and keeping the therapy going. I do
that
like that
part,
because we know how they do. So
they
I did
start something and let it
appreciate
go.
it. Yeah, I did
Hmm.
appreciate that they was tapping back in, and I liked what the counselor was saying to her and how she is like, girl, no, I'm not saying that, but I am saying we need to be more self aware. And it actually, you can see her doing the work with Danny and trying to give her some different topics. And I did like even Danny saying, like, the journaling don't work for me. It didn't work today and haven't worked none of the other days. But that's the thing about when you doing the journaling or saying
Yeah,
positive affirmations or whatever. It's not like a 1, 2, 3 thing. It really is. You got to keep practicing it and doing it. It's not a one and done and fix me. So I kind of like the fact that they added that part in, and it does get frustrating, and you'll feel like sometimes like, well, why am I even doing this? It ain't making no change. But then one day you'll notice a change. So I kind
right.
of like them showing that part. I was like, oh, finally we having something else. But of course, typical Danny, she still had to be like, I know you ain't expecting me not to, smoke and do my damn vaping. That calm my nerves.
It can't become her nerve too much because she be on one when she
Mm-hmm.
go there. But yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
think the therapist said she had like post traumatic stress or something
Yes. Yes.
due to that situation and stuff that
Mm-hmm.
happened. But yeah, it seemed like they barely talked about it that anymore. So, but
Right.
because she moved on to Tony so fast, it was crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we saw them at the at the job. I'm like, they still. And then she said she's going to do the leadership initiative thing. She's gonna, I guess figure that out. She is gonna
Right.
take up on that offer,
Mm-hmm.
and she said the three V's. I forgot what it was. Very kinky sex. I know was the last one because he harped on
Mm-hmm.
that, and
Vaping, very
vaping.
keeping sex. I don't know what the other
What was
one
the other one
was.
was, but it was crazy. And he
Yeah.
kissing her in public, so I gotta get back to my. And then this a co-worker who getting the stank eye
Mm-hmm.
to Danny, so
Mm-hmm.
we might see that co-worker again. So you never know who gonna might stir up
Mm-hmm.
trouble at the job because they
Right.
know that they gonna say that she being favoritism or whatever that's called. I forgot the word, but in a workplace, it's no good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So that was all Danny and Tony scenes. So we gonna get back to the presentation. Okay, let's see. Oh, who is next? Oh, these two. Taylor, what's their name? Taylor and Taylor
Mm-hmm.
PI farm and stuff. They trying to figure it out who trying to underline Gary still. And she but Fatima told him about Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and she don't know if she can trust him. Is he a friend or foe? And how he pull
Right.
out those he had the photos of her and Gary and his bodyguard, when he pushed her down to the ground and stuff like that. And he said he could try to pin it on us or have them look
Mm-hmm.
at us, and he is panicking, talking about we're gonna go to jail. It was funny.
Yeah, I was kind of like, well, why would you be panicking talking about we going to jail if y'all didn't do nothing? Y'all didn't do nothing. But of course, they want to keep throwing that around, and it's
Right.
annoying me. Like I said, we going to spend this whole season on who did this already. But I did like them saying, like, keeping on bringing up Hayden and saying there's something going on there, because I definitely have been feeling that way and was wondering why nobody ain't investigating him. And even because I didn't get to join y'all last week, okay, I
Hmm.
done slept through the damn night. But even last week with Robin pulling out the damn paperwork, having all her hammer and pictures of her being pushed. I'm like, so if you got an investigator that's following them around and know all these different
Yeah.
details, how do you not have no pictures and no information on Hayden? I'm feeling like he do. He probably have it on a lot of them. And the only reason why he brung it up to Fatima is because she was already in the office and asking him about the case. Because I'm like, it can't be that you just got info on her. Like, what are we doing here? But
I'm pretty sure he got info on Hayden on
yeah, I thought that
everybody.
right. That's what I was thinking because I'm like that was a little weird, and I could understand her feeling the way that she felt about him too. But the fact that Zach, I swear, sometimes he cracked me up and sometimes he annoyed me. But the fact he was like, "Listen, we can put that on. We gotta like you gotta unalive her. That's your family member that can come and take all them out.
Right.
We can be done with
She
them."
like these are people. She like he like so he like especially Hayden. He like especially
hmm
Hayden ass. So that's crazy and
Yeah,
funny
that
at the
part
same
had me
time.
laughing. He talking about something. He an alien. He was like, Robin might be a little bit of a human being, but Hayden is another story.
He is
But they
ridiculous.
had decided that he's gonna follow Hayden, but I don't know how that's gonna work because you know how it is with him and Hayden. You know he got to be real careful with that. And then
It's
she was
Zach we
gonna
talking
follow
about,
Penelope.
Tamika. This is Zach we talking about. How
Yeah,
careful he gonna be?
exactly,
I don't know.
exactly.
I don't know. This
He might, she might have wanted to switch that, but then again, even with her following Hayden, so I don't know.
well, you know where they're gonna go. She gonna try to really
Mm,
hurt Hayden. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, so next up, let's see. Oh, let's talk about what's her name? Sabrina met up with Karen to help her with
Mm-hmm.
her I guess the financials, the
Yeah, the
numbers,
business
the business
plan.
plan
Mm-hmm.
for her and Pam, and while Pam opened in the shop. So
Mm-hmm.
they tried to make these make Marie, what's her name? Marie, the business partner who put in,
Right.
make her stay and make these products sell off want to sell off the shelf. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was cool. And then we saw Rich. I'm glad we didn't see too much of Rich because
Yeah, honestly, I think that's part of the reason why I wasn't as annoyed this episode because they kept Tony to a minimum, and then Rich really didn't have much to say. He kept it short, sweet, to the point. He was just bringing them over the shakes. I was like, good, because I had enough of him. And I thought Sabrina looked nice in her white. Karen finally was not in black. She had on her little striped dress. I said,
yes,
okay.
come on, fashion.
Oh God, about time. I want to do the hallelujah dance. Like, can you feel a brand new day? We finally
Right.
had them out of them damn clothes.
Yes. So I'm glad everybody it's a new day. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just glad. Then she asked Karen about a man. I'm like, she's pregnant. She said,
Yeah,
I
I
got
didn't really understand that. Like, I mean, I guess it's your girlfriend. Y'all could conversate about it, but I didn't understand like why is that the focus? Right now, she's focused on I would think having these damn babies. She focused on her business and trying to make sure
right.
everything is together with that. Like, why did it have to go back to? Oh Lord, why did it have to go back to her having a man? I was like, okay, like, and
Like that. I'm
I
like,
guess if you say so. I don't
and then she
know.
talking about what about that young delivery guy? I'm like, she like Trey. She's like, oh no,
Yeah,
it's
like
Pam. She's
no,
like Pam
right,
on that one.
right.
I was like, she got two little humans growing inside her, which they both got different daddies. So that's
Yeah,
enough.
not
And
to say
starting this
that
business.
she can't get with somebody, but it was just like that felt kind of random. Like, and then for her to be like, "Oh, I don't want y'all to be alone." I'm like, "Girl, they ain't alone." I don't
Right.
know.
They ain't alone.
But
And
I
then she
have
gonna
been saying, "Where the hell is Aaron?" Any other time you can't keep Aaron away from her, but now
thank
we get to
you.
see Aaron and God knows
It
how long.
seemed like it seemed like Robin came in, Aaron went out. So like we
Exactly.
got to spread the funds out. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
who on the payroll? Oh, you on payroll this quarter? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you out next quarter. That's what it's giving.
Exactly. Because I was like any other time, especially with him finding out that the babies was his and he was coming with the stroller, he was coming to fix stuff, and then for him to just
Yeah,
disappear. I
with
know
the
it's only
crib.
supposed to have been
Hmm.
1 day for the last 7 damn episodes, but I was like, I was just like, okay. So it was funny that I said, oh, look what the, cat done dragged in.
Right, right, right. So yeah, so uh oh. So I think that was it for the Karen, Sabrina, and that kind of talk. and the business plan and Rich 2 sentence having behind. I'm kind of glad of that. So,
Hmm.
who is up next
And I'm
on the
glad we
docket?
didn't drag out the whole Zach thing either, because she was like, "Oh, I know you ain't talking about Zach," and she like, "No, not Zach. Y'all finally, getting along good and can co-parent together." Then she was even saying how Aaron and Zach is getting along, and she like, "No, I don't mean it that way. I mean you and Aaron."
Right.
Hmm.
Lord have mercy. This fool. So yeah, so this is continuation of when they was at the hospital and they went to the hallway and then Hudson came back out in the hallway, said that Gary is asking for Andy.
Hmm.
They went back there. I'm like, why his face look like that? Why look like he got beat up and
But
not
I
stabbed?
will say that because it do look like he been through some things. I said, "Oh, they got Gary looking rough." He
Right. I'm like,
actually do look
somebody
like
black
he
his
had.
eye.
He did
Like,
look
wait a
like
minute.
he been through something recently.
I'm like, oh, he got jumped. Oh, I thought he got stabbed, not beat up, but I guess.
Hmm.
But sometimes the internal bruising can make it look like I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I mean, we just gonna guess. So
Hmm.
yeah, so they went back there and he, talking to Andy. He said, I'm surprised you here or something. She said, well, that's why I be but by your side, putting on this facade.
Hmm.
And then here come P coming in.
They
Oh
should
my
have
God.
known that she was up to something. Just with her even coming back and
Because she
saying, "I
just
left
stand
my
around.
bag." Yeah, we like at this point is she want to see, what's going on with him.
She trying to make sure is he gonna be gone. She trying to make sure he
Mm-hmm.
gone, not, you know, being making
Mm-hmm.
this a miraculously recovery that he's going
Exactly.
through. So yeah, she trying to
I
make
did
sure it was
want to
still the
know what
deal.
he was about to say to Andy though when he was like, "Oh, I got something to
Yes.
tell you." I'm like, "Damn, she
And then
came
P
right
come
in the
in.
midst of that."
Oh my God. Sometimes, I mean, I understand her grief, her anger and stuff like that, but sometimes I'm like, girl, can you just wait 5 minutes? Like you was like on Andy's tail coming in this room, like girl. And even they was getting into it and the doctor had to come in there eventually and stuff like that. And then he was like, who this woman? Because she like, Gary, you don't remember me, like what you did to me and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And he was like, I don't know
Like, I'm
you.
your damn fiance. We was having a whole freaking baby together, and what you did to my baby, and he looking at her like she got three heads. And again, where is the security? What is going on with Watts? Why? Where's your police people at? Why you ain't one of the first people there to talk to him? Okay.
Right, but you can come over and pop over Andy's house and harass her and try to drag her out the house. Are you out your mind?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah, so yeah, the whole police department is trash. 1 minute they there, one
Absolutely.
minute they not.
Yeah,
So
because they
whatever.
kept saying it was security outside, and they calling for the security, but yet the doctor came in, and we didn't see no security in sight when they was in that hallway.
There was no
Hey,
security when
Patricia.
it was hey there. Um yeah, so it was no security when they whoever snuck in and
Mm-hmm.
injected some drugs into it. I'm
Exactly. The
like,
security that was there went to damn lunch, so I guess he got fired.
right, he got fired. That's funny.
Mm-mm-mm.
So yeah, it was just I'm like, is he for real? This is me. I'm like, Gary is a actor liar. Okay, he will put on.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm like, I mean, we hear this sometimes. Like you have like temporary
Mm-hmm.
memory loss or whatever
Mm-hmm.
after your body experienced something traumatic, and the
Yeah.
last person you saw, you probably remember those few couple people. But I'm like, is he putting on? Is he serious?
That's what I want to know because part of me feel like he definitely would fake it. There was
Yes.
even a piece of me for a minute that thought that it could possibly be something that Hudson and Penelope was working together, but I don't think that anymore. But I definitely felt like we was going through the memory thing. It was either like, it just was a matter of was it going to be for real or not. And I also, like I said, thought that it was going to be towards Andy, but now we making it where it's towards Penelope, which means that he don't remember anything that happened with the stabbing. So this continues to drag the damn story, which is irritating my soul and my spirit
I
because I just
know,
want it
I
to be
know, I
hell.
know, I know. I feel you, girl. I feel you
I'm
on that
like,
one
we doing
because
anything to drag this shit out.
yeah, but I already knew. I kind of feel that he wouldn't remember P because, like I said,
Hmm.
he ain't see P in a long time. Versus Andy was the last person he really saw. But yeah, that was crazy. I was
And
like,
that
he
just pissed her off even more. That was so funny. She was like, no, how the hell he ain't
all
gonna
that stuff
remember
you
me?
did to me, you don't remember? Like, come on, bro.
And she slapped
Like,
the mess out of him too.
bop, another bruise.
Hmm.
So yeah, I was just like, oh, is he for real? But when he do come to, he gonna still pretend because that's
Yes,
just how Gary
yes, I
is.
definitely could see that. Definitely,
So it's
absolutely.
oh
And
Lord.
that also means that Hudson stays in charge for longer.
Yeah, he's about I got what's his power of attorney or whatever,
Hmm.
and he said don't tell them nothing, don't tell her nothing about Gary condition or what have you,
Yeah,
and his progress or not progress. It was just because Andy said she gonna try to talk Gary into switching that over to her. So
exactly.
I'm glad she
But
said something.
I think she is gonna work on that. Whether it's gonna go through or not, there's another story. But I could see
Mm,
her doing that because having to keep dealing with Hudson and having him intervene every minute. It also was funny how, he was so much like, oh, I can't stand Andy and Andy is this and that. But then when he was
right.
talking to Penelope, he was like, you know what? I be saying Andy is the damn raggedy one, but it might be you.
He
I'm
said you might be the
paraphrasing.
one, right? You
Yeah.
might be the one who did this. I was like,
And then he was like, I have to agree with Andy on this, even though I don't like you. Neither one of
right. I
y'all.
was like, Lord, I was like Hudson, pick a lane. Stay in the lane. You, one minute you like it, one minute you hate him, and one moment you agree with it. I guess. But yes, we are at the bank. I forgot what this bank called.
Child.
Bankhead bank. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't get me lying.
They at the job. So we have Maurice crazy behind and what's her name? Paige, Karen, Paige, whatever. The
Mm-hmm.
Karen. But they having a staring contest. I'm like, why y'all always do this? Like, don't y'all supposed to be helping a customer or something? But and then Sabrina walk in and then Paige said, can I speak freely? And then she talked about her tardiness, her lateness. She said it's 901.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of this too. I don't understand the point that we had to bring them back, let them get their jobs, let Sabrina get a promotion, and then have this girl supposedly fired, and then she's brought back, and now every minute we gotta have the interactions with her, Maurice. Like Maurice don't got no life outside of here. We have not really seen Maurice like that
When he said
this
his
season.
boyfriend,
Yeah, I was like,
or
whatever happened to the relationship he was supposed to have? I was
are you
definitely
still doing your side hustle or being a
right. I'm just like,
that website?
yeah. I think he supposedly had gave it up for the boyfriend. That's why, and I kind of like the fact that he had his own little thing going. I know they had
Yeah.
gotten into some kind of rift, but I was like, all right, whatever happened with that story? Because I'm kind of tired of only seeing him at the bank. But it is what it is.
Well, he got to support his the
Mm-hmm.
main character Sabrina. So
Mm-hmm.
so they at the bank and she talking about Paige brought up her tardiness, Sabrina's tardiness of 1 minute and stuff like that. And Sabrina basically said, like, I'm the boss, like,
Yeah, I
and
did
whatever
like
going
how
on.
Sabrina read her down. It was what she deserves is what needed to be done. Maurice was cracking me up because he kept being like, tag me in. Like, do you want me to get her? Because she was doing too much, as she always does. And it's annoying as hell.
All right, talk about so catch the shade. I was like, Lord, he said,
My
my
me
hand.
ma.
He said, I may be gay, but my hands are bisexual. I'm like, shut up. Shut up, Maurice. Shut
Yeah,
up.
only
You had me
Maurice.
cracking up. But
Hmm.
yeah, but as Sabrina was walking off and going to her office, she said because then Paige said it was because of affirmative action and stuff like that.
Right.
And I'm like, this is so real life stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
that part was real though. As much as
ah.
it be other stuff that be fake as hell up here, that definitely is the way, you know.
I'm like, that hit different right now.
Hmm.
It just different.
Absolutely.
Oh, like here we go. I'm like, where are we going with
Mm-mm-mm.
this?
And then
Like,
her not knowing who Toni Morrison is, it was
right.
no shot there.
It did talk about some Jim Morris. I'm like, girl, good night. I'm like, goodbye, Karen. Get out of my
Hmm.
face. Go back to work. I'm glad Sabrina, this is the only time I like the Sabrina.
Yeah,
I
she
seen like,
finally stood up for herself too, because she was talking a couple of weeks back about feeling like people be, taking advantage and doing the most. So I'm like,
she'll push over or something
right.
because she
Hmm.
quiet. Mm.
Hmm.
Oh wow,
Sometimes
but
you gotta pop out and show ninjas.
okay, that part. But yeah, but I'm glad for Sabrina for speaking up for herself. And this
Hmm.
part, I think that was it for this thing. But Maurice, like I said, had me cracking up. It was entertaining, nonetheless.
Yeah.
And I hope not to see this page woman no more on my screen. So there's
Yeah,
that.
I really don't need to see her. I'm like, why is she still here? Like, goodbye, lady.
Yeah, that was just out of order. She was out of order for that.
Last time she was crying about her damn pen. Like, girl, you mad because she came 1 minute late?
Ain't no pleasing her. She's like she nitpicking at
Yeah, and watching the clock and waiting so she could probably go and tell them something and try to get Sabrina fired. That's what it's giving.
I hate to see it, but
Hmm.
it's like she want Sabrina position. That's what it's giving, but
Yeah.
we know how that go.
Hmm.
So let's see what else next. Oh yeah, at the hospital, she called her good Judy Fatima, not Karen,
Hmm.
not Danny, not Sabrina, Fatima.
Yeah, well,
All
her
right.
and Fatima actually haven't had a chance to talk in a minute. You figure she did
Yeah,
have
sister.
the sit down
Yes.
with the girls, and
Yeah.
Fatima wasn't able to come then. So it makes
Yeah.
sense that they catch up and get up to speed with what's going on with each other. Of course, she gave her the breakdown on Robin.
Of course.
And I was dying. That part did tickle me when she was like, girl, because once she told her about Penelope, she was like, wait, the same chick we tried to help, the same chick you tried to help. And it's true. That's why it doesn't make sense for
Nope.
Penelope to be coming this way, because they tried to help you and you made the decisions that you made. But when she was like, she slapped me. Yeah, she slapped me real hard. And she said, stand up, girl. I'm about to teach you how to
You
fight.
had to
I was
fight.
dying.
Okay, finally, about time. Somebody need to
Like, not
because
teach her how to fight.
I'd be darned if somebody smack me in my own home, like attack me, like smack me in my own home that I invite you
Hmm.
in, let alone somebody trying to snatch me out my own home. Like, come
Hmm.
on, like girl, you should
Yeah,
have been had these lessons. So
exactly. Like, how have you never had any fights before? Shoot, even if you lost them, you still gotta fight.
right.
And like, come on now, ain't no way.
And then she
But
relayed a message like she don't know if she could trust Robin because she did get
hmm
her to low down what's happening at the farm because Andy gonna
yeah,
ask what's happening
right.
because she's not there and she just said Hayden got your caseload and I got to work on him as
Hmm.
paralegal and stuff like that. And
Yeah, she was trying to call Robin, like, oh no, let me call him now and talk to him about it. But I think it's right that she doesn't. Now, is she still
yeah,
going to
because
go and say
Fatima said
something to
no.
him later? Who knows? But I
You
think it's
know,
better that she stay quiet about it, because then it's going to be like, oh, well, Fatima's coming to her to tell her about it. And just, let it play out. Keep your eye out on it. Like, you know about it, but I would just
right.
watch it. Yeah,
Yeah, but Andy sometimes she be getting these in their face and it just slips out. I'd be
exactly.
like, girl,
Exactly. I hope she don't do that. Yeah, Candy, she definitely did have on some scrubs. She looked like she just, I don't know, was trying to be on some relaxed shit. And I think that this is gonna
I thought
push
they
her
were scrubs
even.
too.
I think this is gonna push her even further, where she already felt like, yeah, I got to keep my eye on Penelope, follow her, see what's going on with her, because we know she had very good reason to want to take him out. Like I said, I don't think anybody would be mad if it was her. She probably have more reason than anybody at this point. Like she would be at the top of the list.
Yes.
So,
Cause yeah, because what's the name? Fatima, and when Fatima and Zach was talking, they thinking it's Hayden.
hmm
Cause the way he acting, so yeah, so yeah, it does look like she got on scrubs as I look at it now. Yeah, that's not the best
yeah.
outfit.
hmm It
Sitting
looked like
down.
she threw some scrubs on, because I used to have to wear those all the time when I was working in the hospital and nursing home. That's exactly the cons that we used to have on.
Right. So oof, that's a lot. This episode was entertaining, I would say.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like I said, it wasn't like a whole big thing that happened, but I did feel like we moved along. Like we actually seen Danny trying to, do what she had to do as far as therapy. We seen Karen taking care of her business as far as getting the business plan together and
Plans
making
together.
sure that that's on point. We seen Sabrina take her behind the work and have to drag old Raggedy Page. So at least they was doing some things. Andy went to the damn hospital to deal with that
Approach
shenanigans.
Hudson and
Yeah.
his F stuff. Homie, lover,
hmm
friend. Sit down.
So it didn't feel like we was only stuck in one place for, a man long time. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
Um, And then this part, I was just like, because I told y'all, at first I thought Hudson was getting in that damn car. I kept feeling like it was something between her and Hudson, possibly. But then I'm like, no.
Really?
And then the fact that, not like they was romantic, but I thought maybe they was in on whatever the hell was going on with Gary for a minute there. But then the way he kept coming at her when she came to the hospital, I'm like, yeah, no, he definitely don't like her and she don't like him. I don't think they acting that damn good. And then
Right.
when Jordan got in the car talking about, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Are you coming to make sure the job was finished and what you did? And we talk about something, you have blood on you. I'm like, see, I knew it. I definitely felt like that would be a possibility. I would not be shocked if it's her. But then I also feel like it's probably not her, since they already threw it out there like that. Y'all know how Tyler play games, but I definitely could see it being her.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense. I mean,
hmm
she put her through a lot. I mean, she has
Exactly.
the most angst and stuff. And
hmm
then when you find out that Andy, the one who was helping you, is about to marry Gary,
hmm
what y'all supposed to take down with the help of the FBI, whoever,
hmm
and you hear that you about to go down the aisle, and I'm sending this fake witness protection, because it really wasn't position, and y'all, she probably made in her mind then that they probably planned in her face the whole time. I mean, I can kind of see that to make her think that that's what happened. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at her for thinking that, like, oh, you about to marry him, and I thought you was helping me. And she probably felt like they was playing her face the whole time. That's why she said you and
Exactly.
Gary. So,
hmm
and I'm not mad if yeah, she stabbing him. I'm not mad. I mean, I wish you would have knew where you was stabbing at, so we want to see Gary face again. So you missed the mark, girl. You missed the mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
they all missed it. Like, how the hell he get stabbed up? He had a damn heart attack. Freaking got injected with
With
tranquilizers
Heron.
that would have been taken out of horse, and he's still
Uh
around. Like, come on.
yes, like we know why he's still here, but I wish he could have been down a little longer, in my opinion, but or in a coma or something. But yeah, so that was the end.
Yeah.
So what are your overall thoughts of this whole episode for first reaction? Because I know
Like
you
I
want.
said, it wasn't a whole lot, but I was happy about some of the movements. I was annoyed with some of the movements. Y'all know I'll be cursing them out, but I
Yeah.
felt like because we got less of Tony, less of Rich, that was a plus. Oh, and Aaron walking in at the end. I was like
Oh
I said, I've
yes.
been saying, where the hell has Aaron been? And is Karen
Sabrina
now
talk him
gonna
up.
right? I said she must have talked him up, and I'm like, is Karen now gonna think about it? Which I don't feel like she should, or she should have to. Like if they got together, I wouldn't be mad at it. They do already
Yeah.
have a history. She is already having one of his babies. That would be fine. But if she don't, and she just want to chill and be by herself and just
It'd be fine
concentrate on
too.
the babies, that would be fine too. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it don't have to be
I mean, Aaron would be excited because he been like wanting this.
exactly.
You know what I mean? But she was still stuck on Zach
Hmm.
and him moving on with Fatima.
Yeah,
The
we
with the
already
good
know that
life.
Aaron definitely have feelings for her, but then Aaron is shaky for me too at times. Like, there's certain things I like about him, but he has had his times too, where it's like what was going on with that girl that was following him, then all the stuff that went down with his
Mm.
wife. So it's just like
Yeah,
he
that went to
get
the
iffy
wayside.
sometimes.
That fell
Yeah.
to the wayside. So
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I would like to know what Mr. Aaron got going on. Is he still the father of his deceased wife,
Hmm.
kids, or something? I think that's what it was.
Yeah. And he was
Yeah.
saying he didn't have no relationship with them because the mother didn't want him around them or something, child. I don't know.
So now he gonna have his own blood with one of
Hmm.
these twins. So he gonna be ecstatic. So
Hmm.
and we don't see Trey much. I'm like, is he really necessary? I guess when Pam around, he is, but
Hmm.
whatever. Some of these
Yeah, because
characters.
I don't fully trust him either, child.
And
But
we ain't seen one more character in a while too.
tomorrow, yeah,
Tamara.
that's what I'm figuring. Probably when Zach is following him, maybe we gonna see some interaction between him and her. Who knows? We don't know which way Tyler gonna be going with this.
Or I would say I ain't seen her in a minute. She on
Yeah.
pause right now, so
Right.
we'll
Because
see.
we haven't even seen Hayden at the house. Every scene we seen with him since
Mm.
then has been him in the office bothering Fatima.
Yeah. So yeah. So I was just thinking like, who we haven't seen in a while, who's
Mm-hmm.
could be a suspect as well. But we see that P got blood on her hands and her brother knows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, so she was there the whole time.
Yeah, that makes sense because we seen that he was on his way to talk to Gary, even though Andy was telling him not to, because he had
Right.
brought up the whole thing about they could run away together and all of that. And that's why I said them two coming at Andy the way they come in just don't make sense. But we know sometime in this world things don't make
Yes.
sense because she
Yes.
had already told him everything there at the wedding, and then
Mm-hmm.
with
That's what I thought.
Penelope, she had told her thing. So now that was the last time we saw you, and apparently when you left, you bumped into your sister and seen her with blood, but yet y'all still coming at him. Yeah, I guess, child.
But did Jordan tell P that what was going on with Andy and Gary?
That's what
Bef-
I'm saying. I don't know. That just
I
don't.
can't. I know he was. I know he talked to her
Mm-hmm.
before he went to the chapel, whatever.
Right.
I'm trying to. I think he did mention that, like he got to go stop this wedding thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. I could
I
be wrong.
vaguely remember it. I don't
Right.
really
That's what I'm like. I
remember
could be wrong, but
all of it, but I just know
if
that
he
it was
told her
like
that, no wonder she went.
right.
She found the way. But how would she know the location though? Nobody knew
Mm,
the location but Fatima
yeah.
and Hudson.
Unless she got some kind of track on. I don't
Unless
know,
Wyatt,
child.
was whatever his name was
Mm-hmm.
tracking them. So who
Mm-hmm.
knows? But in TP land, we gonna
Right.
see where this goes. Okay. So yes,
And
that's
is
the
that why Wyatt is going so hard? Because he's trying to cover up for Penelope? Like, I got so many questions. I don't know. Because he being real extra with trying to
unless
put
him and P
everything.
are banging. Why would he cover up for Penelope? I don't. Why would he cover up for her? Like she was
Yeah, I
just
don't
a
even know.
witness or
Right.
whatever. Like
Mm-hmm.
unless they banging, I don't get that connection. But whatever.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
So we
yeah.
we are at the end. That was episode 8 of season 8, Sisters. So
Mm.
yeah, make sure y'all like the video and make sure y'all subscribe to both of our channels. And yeah, Tamika, what you got coming up for the rest of the week?
Right now it's just sisters and all the Queens men love at the lockup. You know, it might be late because life is lifing, but it'll be around
Yeah,
sometime. And
yeah.
Saturday is probably going to be self care Saturday and what you should be watching. And then Sunday, I think we do the last episode 7 and 8, of course, me and Inga. So, you know, y'all
Oh,
stay
okay.
tuned, keep y'all notifications on. That's
Yes.
about it for right now.
Yes, okay. For me, tomorrow, Inga, and Miss Kara Speaks, we're gonna talk about Married to Medicine. If y'all into reality TV, like Bravo shows, Married to Medicine, we're gonna talk about that episodes 1 and 2. Tomorrow, 7:15 Central Standard Time. So yes, check us out. If y'all into Married to Medicine. And Sunday, Love and Marriage Hospital. I believe that we gonna cover that. And yeah, that's it for me for right now. So yeah, just keep your notifications on. The holiday season is approaching. So yeah, like Tamika said, life is life, and yeah, just make sure you subscribe and keep your notifications on because you never know when we're gonna drop something. Okay,
Yes.
or go live. Thank you, Limit Kush Pepper,
Thank
for tuning
you.
in. Thank you. And we are out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good
Good
evening.
night, y'all.